Now I'll talk about the point 11.5 producing reports. The word report can be quite confusing. A dictionary definition is a document that gives information about an investigation or a piece of research. For the practical examinations, a report has this generic meaning, a document that gives information. This is often confused with the report created in Access. The report created in Access will often be the most suitable report for a task, but sometimes it may be better to produce a report in a word processor, copying and pasting information into a document. For each task, you need to decide which method is the most suitable. To reach the report, you have to click here in the Create tab, then click on Report Wizard, here, Report Wizard. Wait, and the window will appear like this. And for this task, report will be based upon the query to select only the fields. Query, and I only use the make, the model, the color, the S price, the year, the access, the valid. Then you have to click in the next, then next, and for this task you are not asked to sort to report, so click next again, and will be a window like that. I want portrait and tabular. Then you can see that are justified columnar, landscape. You can choose what you want. I chose this, and now I will click on modify the report design. I have to wait. And a thing like that will appear. Now you have to put the report header, the page header, the detail, and the page footer. Each section of the report is shown with a light blue bar that you can see. The top section is the report header. Anything that you place in this section appears only once at the start of the report. Anything that you place in the page header is shown at the top of each page. In this case, the field's names. Similarly, information in the page footer is shown at the bottom of each page. The report footer appears at the very end of a report, although in this example the report footer is empty. It is not shown in white and therefore will not be shown in this document. The details section is the most important field because this single row is where the data is shown for each car. This single row will appear as many rows as there are 4 cars in the database and display the details of each record. The task tells you to place your name on the left in the header of each page. Move the cursor to the top here of the light blue bar and showing the detail row, click on this here label and put your click here and drag here, and you can put your name. I will put my name, then drag a new control into the page header and type your name into this control like I put in this example. When you move the cursor out of the control, click anywhere else of the report, it does not show the text clearly. You can see, not clearly. These labels needs anything so that the text is visible and it is left aligned. Select the control and use the tools in the font section. That is here. You can format how you want. I will show you. Here is the font that you can put. Here is the type, the number of the letter. You can put 15 for example. It's like Word that we learned the type of the letter. If you want bold, italic, if you want italic, underlined, font of the color, background color, you can put like this. Here you can justify, here you can center, you can align left, you can put a shape fill here by selecting. Then I will show you now that I will create a new report. I will put all the data. Next again. Portrait. You click next again. Divide the report. The thing like that will appear. Now you can see that Access has attempted to make all the fields fit across the page, but this has not successful as not all of the data is fully visible. In the practical examinations, you must show all of the required data in full. Select the correct table here. Put the report view. You can see that all of the data is not visible. So click on the design view and find the control for the ID field in the detail section. Use the left drag handle tool make this control a little larger. It should change for this. This is the record, this is the fields of the ID that you can see. You can see that the control for the label in the page header has also been stretched. Use the view button back to the report view to see the effect that this made to the report. You can see now the letters are a little bit larger. The detail is to make this camp of the fields more larger, and the page header is to make the records more larger. These subtitles here. Now I will go here and you can put the Excel camp a little bit larger because the document they are very small. More larger, and we can see the effect that you see. Now you can see this more larger now. Now I showed you how to exporting data. Sometimes whole reports, queries or the data within them need exporting into other packages to be manipulated as part of a report for someone or to create a graph or chart. In the navigation pane, find the report that I created and the right click mouse on the report name to get the drop down menu. I will show you in the navigation pane. That is here. And you here in the navigation pane, and you have select the option to export like this. Export to Word RTF or I already created, so I will show you. And this will be like this. We have to wait. I will repeat. You have to click here the right button, then click here exported. You have to you may and you can export when do you want. I show you the export to Word. It is will be like that. I put the name of my friend. I can put your name. I can put my name here, and you can see what happens. The best package within the Office suite for creating graphs in Excel. You have just export the report on all the details of the car with alloy wheels into RTF format. However, if you try to export the report into Excel, you will not be able to do so, as the report holds its title and formatting as well as the data. Instead, you need to export the query for alloy wheels rather than the report. Right now, I will export to the Excel that I made rather than reformatting the data. Select the tick box for extracted data here to Excel that I made. I showed you how was my we have to wait. This will export like this. Now I'll talk about hiding data in a report. There are times when information in a report needs to be hidden in some way. In real applications, a single report will be created for more than one task, and some data will be hidden. This process often done automatically using a created report in a programming language. Although that is beyond the scope of this book, the ability to hide fields within a report is useful. An example of this is when an invoice will be produced for a customer and the same document is used as a delivery note, so that this shows the details of the items ordered but the costs are hidden. In Access, this can be done in one of two ways. The first is to make a control invisible. The second is to use a background color that matches the text color. Before starting this point, it is wise to back up the report that I created. In navigation pane, here, right mouse click, here, right mouse click, and select copy. Move the cursor onto the white space in the navigation pane and right mouse click. Now you have to click in the design view here, then open the design view that I opened. Right mouse click on any field controls and select properties. Here, property sheet. Select the four controls for the valet and p fields. two for the labels and two for the data. These can be selected together by holding down the Shift key and clicking the left mouse button on each control in turn, like this. In the Property Sheet pane, select the Format tab here. Many of the options in the Property Sheet have small drop-down menus which you can use to select predefined options. Therefore, the drop-down menu appears when you click in the cell. Use the drop-down list in the visible section to select No, which will hide these controls here. To set a black background for the P price data in the detail row of the report, select the control for P price. Move the cursor into the Property Sheet pane, selecting the Format tab. Find the back color section. You have to search here and use the icon, this icon here that I will show you. This to select the color that you want. This. Select the black color rather than the white background. You will notice that the color code for these controls has changed a lot. You will learn more about this in section 15.7. Change from the design view into the report view to see the changes. You have to wait to see the changes. Now you can see the changes. Now I will talk about now producing the labels. You may be required to produce other forms of output from your database, for example, producing labels to advertise a product or address labels for mailing letters to customers. I will design a new query to extract only the cows with a sale price of less than £4,000. Select it here in the create, then query wizard. Click OK. Then you have to select only the maker, the model, the color, the S price, the year, and the extras fields from the table as you step through the simple query wizard. When you set these cars closed, click here, next, next again. Click on Identify the group. Here, open the query information. Now, a query will be created. Now, from the Create tab, find the report section and click on the labels icons. This opens the label wizard. Select any label format that contains two labels across the page. In this case, use the C2244 labels as they are slightly deeper than the C2166 labels, and it is therefore easier to fit all the data and labels onto each label. Click on Next. The next screen asks for the font size and the color of the text on this table. Leave this set to a small size. It is easier to enlarge this later if needed. That reduce it, like 8 points high. Click on Next. New screen will be shown. Type the text special offer here. Offer in the gray area as the top row of the table. Press enter to move down to the second row. Each field needs moving onto the label. Use the right arrow to move each field into the label, pressing enter. Like that. Okay. Put make 2 points space model 2 points. Click this symbol. Click enter again. Color 2 points. Color. Enter again. Save price. Points. This price. Click enter again. Year. 2 points. here. Then answer. 2 points. X. Then put your name. And click next. Now click on next. Then diffuse. And you can see all car and all the special the page has a thing like that. Then you can go here at here click on the design view. You can see what was the change. You can put all of this to format, put this 16, click the printing preview, and you can see you can print this and put this like sticks to show your friends. And here is this button to print. In the point 11.5 a long point is done. I showed that this point is the most difficult and the most precious for the examinations because we learned a lot on this point.